the first time that I went to the stadium, I feel some different energy that I will be happy with. And everybody have doubts about me, that it's normal, and for me was not a problem. Of course, if you ask me in that moment that I think that we can win the title, no.
Congratulations, cup winner, champion with Craiova. How does it feel?
It's an amazing feeling, special because of the players and the people that work in the club, and of course the city as well, because everyone was looking for this since a long time ago, and of course it was an amazing week that I will never forget in my life.
I know at the beginning when we talked, you said that you're not thinking about the title, you're taking it step by step, but there was any thoughts at the beginning that you could become champion with Craiova?
No, in the beginning, to be honest with you, the first time that I went to the stadium, I feel some different energy. Could explain, I can explain, but it was, I felt that I will be happier. Of course, if you ask me in that moment that I think that we can win 2 titles, no. But the energy was, you will be happy here. Certain things in our life you can explain. It's about feelings in that moment, and the first time that I went to the stadium, I feel something different than the other stadiums.
You said that you felt something when you were there the first time, but I have to ask you because the atmosphere was amazing. What did you feel when you saw the stadium and when you saw like the volcano, actually?
Was beautiful. It was so special. It's like I have no words. It's about to feel that moment, but in that moment I was very focused on the match. Of course, I looked to the stands, but there the focus was more in the match. But after that, when I have a possibility to watch the image, wow, it's amazing. And thanks for the people and the guys that make it that, and the way that they support us, especially in the last 2 months. Wow, it's very important for us. Thanks from my heart for them.
Did you experience something similar until now, like the atmosphere that was at Oblemenco?
Look, I have been in good competitions as well, like the World Cup and these kind of things. But here, the love that the fans showing for the club is different, of course. It's something special. This is the truth. Is different here.
Did you know that you are a unique case in Romanian football because no other coach has ever won the title in their debut season without having any previous connection to the league, neither as a coach or as a player?
I didn't know. But I think this is not the most important for me. The most important is that we achieve something special, and the way that we achieve the title, for me, the journey is the most important, because it was very difficult. We play against very difficult opponents. That's why it's so difficult to win something here, because the league is hard. As I told a lot of times, good coaches, good teams, good stadiums. And this is the most important, the journey that the things that we're building here inside, really family. And doesn't matter if we reach the title or not, the family was here in all the moments, and this is amazing for me.
Craiova has always been recognized as an attacking team, but one that lost titles because of their poor defense. How did you manage to convince the players to sacrifice spectacle for like the Mourinho style pragmatism?
I know that the people maybe have the image of me that I'm very calm, and I'm very calm on the games. But the secret is the work during the week, and they work a lot, and they believe in my ideas. And when you play a playoff, it's only 10 matches, and when we start the playoff with only 2 points more than the second position, you need to be clever and be smart. And I think I'm not wrong, but one of the analysis that we did here as a technical staff is, before I come here, or we come here, only 3 times without suffer goals. And this is for me, to win something, to win the champion, to be good results, you need to don't suffer goals most part of the games. Of course, we work a lot of that, and I think is show to the players that nobody is more important than the team. First the team, and after the talent. And the second one is that it's so important for the player defend well and attack well, and they accept, they understand, they work a lot. Of course, sometimes it was not so easy with all, but it's at the end I think we did as a team work a very good job.
Not many coaches take responsibility for defensive strategies in key moments, knowing the pressure from the fans because they want to see spectacle, they want to see the team scoring many goals. Did you ever feel that you risked maybe losing the support of the fans by playing for the result?
No, because look, sometimes we need to look to the game in the different way, because the game have a lot of moments, and sometimes we need to defend, sometimes we need to attack, sometimes we need to be on the transition, sometimes in the defensive set pieces or offensive set pieces. For example, we won against FCCRG away 1-0, and we have a lot of chances to score. We won other games that we create a lot of chances to score. It's true that after the minute 80, 85, if you are winning 1-0, we try to keep with the result. Even in Cheferé, it's true that the draw, it's 0-0 in that moment, and we want to, it's strategic in that moment, stay with 1 more point, because in the playoff it's only 10 matches. You don't have too much space to recover. If you start very bad the playoff, it's impossible you win the title. So you know that, and it was a strategic part from the team. It's not only from me, but we keep playing. If you check, for example, the ball possession, most part of the games, on 95%, we have more ball possession. We create more opportunities than the other one. I think it's be more balanced for me. And we pass most part of the time in the opponent midfielder, and we play with our defensive line so high, so we press high. So if you look, these guys are not suffering goal, but because they play defensive, in my opinion, is not true.
Craiova is the only team in the playoff that did not depend on a single goal scorer, because you had both Al-Hamlawi and Simba scoring. Assad has 11 goals and Simba 10. How did you manage the competition in attack to keep both of them engaged?
It's about strategic, and then they understood that we change sometimes the players because strategic points, because we need fast players more in front, because the opponent are not so, the defensive line knows so fast, because a lot of things. So it's not about the competition. They should be ready to play 0, 5, 10, 19 in the same way. And this is one of the things that we spoke a lot of times. It's not, they need to compete between them, of course, but it's not about, because sometimes even if they perform well, we need to change, because all are good, so we need to use all in different moments.
Did you find any difficulties having so many good players and having to switch them sometimes?
No, was easy for me. And if you think we have difficult games, and Bayram was, for example, against Dinamo, suspense to match, and we lost in Simba as well with a muscular problem, and we all have in that case to play against FCCB in the same week, and we have no more solutions to play in front. Of course, we have Luca, and they play more games and suffer for the team without timing to recover. So I think they understand that the team is the most important, and after come them. Of course, I'm very happy with both.
What's interesting about Craiova this season is that it had different goal scorers, because it seemed like at some point everyone can score from Craiova.
Yes, this is the idea. It's for me it was not important with the guy that scored, because the players that score, it's the last guy that touch on the ball. But for we score, we have a lot of players that need to make the tasks well to create the opportunity. So sometimes we look for the striker only. He scored 10 goals, he scored 15 goals. I look to the striker much more points. All the space that he can appear, how we defend, how he can help us in all the moments. So nowadays the football changed a lot, in my opinion. Everybody needs to be ready to attack, to defend, to be connected with the team. So of course, at the end of the season, we say Assad and Simba scored a lot of goals, yes, but the other guys worked a lot for they scored the goals.
Do you consider the Athens moment to be a turning point regarding on how Superliga and the Cup went?
No. Look, for me, one thing is clear. We made a very, very good game in Athens, a very good and we should be proud, because we show a lot of personality, we play with a lot of quality, we have a possibility to score the 3-0. Of course, it's a moment that was sad, because I think we didn't deserve lost that game. But for me, one thing is clear. We passed too much time talking about AEK, because we lost and a lot of things, and we spend only 1 day or 2 days talk about mains. We always talk about these 2 days and about the AEK Cup, because we lost in the last minute, the way that everybody knows. You spend 6 months talking about that, and for us, we learn, we analyze, and keep going. And this is for me about mentality. It's about mentalities. Don't look for the bad things. Of course, we analyze learn, but look more for the good things that can happen, and look more for the present and the future. Don't think too much on the past.
Some of the fans that I talked to said that everyone kind of, after Athens, everyone forgot what a good European season was for Craiova, who qualified in the league phase for the first time, in the group phase, let's say, for the first time in so many years. So some of them saw the bigger picture.
And we compete very well. I don't want to talk about before I coming, but they compete very well. And after I come here, if you think against men, even against Sparta, Praga, we suffer in the last minute, but we miss one penalty, and we compete very well. We go to AEK, that is the champion now in the good team, in the good country as well. And very difficult. We go there and we compete. I think we should be proud, and we should be realist as well.
Do you have any regrets regarding this season? Maybe something you wanted to do in another way?
Of course, I make my analysis. It's important because I'm not the guy that only look for the results. I need to improve for sure and do our analysis as a technical staff, what we need to improve. I will make it, and we'll try to be better coach in the next season.
You had a unique situation in goal. You had 3 goalkeepers who played as starters this season: Lung Junior, Isenko, and also Popescu. Laurențiu Popescu came when Isenko got injured. How do you manage psychologically the dressing room with 3 goalkeepers of such quality without frustrations appearing?
Oh, they need to be ready. Certain things we cannot negotiate with the players. the commitment and be professional. This is, I will never negotiate with any player. You need to be professional and ready when I wanted to put you on the pitch. So for that, you need to training well, and all of them training very well. And after, it's my option. Decide, check the moments. They are in different moments of the career as well. Sylvie was very important in the group, even he didn't play with me, but he was very important. We have different tasks. We cannot only look for the tasks on the pitch, because a lot of tasks is outside of the pitch. I try to manage. It's impossible to be fair for all the players. This for me doesn't exist. I said I will be fair for all the players. It's impossible because everyone judge in the different way. But for me, it's important to put the team in the first position and take the best decision for the team.
How did you manage to turn that historical obsession, because it was kind of an obsession, the title, into fuel and maturity on the pitch instead of panic? Because in the last years, when in 2020, Craiova also played with the title against CFR Cluj, and it was a kind of a breaking point.
I think it was a work that we did, and I can share with you one of the things that I told them before we go to the game. The last time that we won is 35 years ago. This is the present, but the game starts 0-0. It's not because we didn't win that we start losing 1-0. And it's not because we won the cup that we start 1-0 for us. So be balanced. It's the opportunity. It's not about past. It's always about present. We need to prove every day that we are ready. And the opportunity in football, it's every day. Because we play a lot of games, we cannot think on the past. We need to seek every day. And the opportunities come, and I think they understand, especially the players with more experience here, understand. I think give them some love as well, because it's important. We pass most part of the time here without the families, and I'm very happy with them, especially with because I think they understand the way to achieve something, and now it's keep doing.
Talking about commitment, I just remembered the press conference where Romanchuk, you were with him, and you got emotional because Romanchuk talked about Pasha and after his injury, and it showed the type of commitment that there is in the group unity, I think, that this team had this season.
Yes, it was an emotional moment, of course, because I think it's the worst part in the football is not when you lose, is when the players get injured, and I know that Pasha come from Ukraine, difficult moments with the family, and in that moment he was in Barcelona, and we spoke with him by phone, and was a very tough moment from him. And when Sasha talked a little bit, was an emotional moment. It's true. I think emotional. It's good. We show how we are, and they know each other, and we know each other how we are and what we want to do. And one of the things for me that is more important on the life is be honest with the players, say whatever I need to say on the face, and this is important for me. If you check during 7 months, I never say one bad thing about any player from outside, or I never use the excuse when we lost because the player don't pass well or don't run. I always assume. Of course, here inside, I say what I need to say on the faces.
What would you say was the hardest moment of this season? The moment when you had to bring everyone together?
I think the hardest moment was when I came here, to be honest. 10 players in national team, no time to prepare. First game against FCCRG away, Chico Dal suspense, Nasimba suspense, Scratch come from the national team injured, Mora come from the national team injured, we need to play against FCCRs, after play against Mainz, and after play against Ucluj. That was the difficult moment for that, because I need to convince the players a different methodology, a different way to work, change certain things in the club as well. For example, training on the morning most part of the time, they training before on the afternoon, and this kind of change and the commitment in that moment, if you don't win, is not easy. So I think the most important, the most difficult moment was on the beginning. Everybody have doubts about me, that it's normal, and for me was not a problem. But I think in the beginning was the most difficult, but at the same time the most important.
What we noticed at this Craiova was that after like a tough defeat, like Athens maybe, or maybe the match against Faru, and also the match away with Ucluj in the playoffs, every time the team came back and won.
It's one of the things that we spoke a lot of times. For me, the big teams cannot lose 2 times. One time, sometimes, can happen. More than one time, if we lose, we are not a big team. In my opinion, with all the respect, the big teams cannot lose two times.
And talking about the match with Ucluj, it was like 0-4 at Cluj. After that match, Screciu said that we wait for them in Ion Oblemenco and we will show them. And after that, it came like the final in the cup and also the final for the championship. How did you manage to mentally reset them? Because some players, after winning a cup, probably like go into relaxation mode or chill mode.
For me, it's be balanced. Be balanced. When we lost 4-0 against Ucluj and they deserve to win, I think the feeling there, we felt that we will beat them the next time, because we know and we believe and we know our way. It was a game that we received a red card. Even with 10, I think we played well, and the feeling, we know the way that you know the way. And the way for us here, we are in our way. We are in our way. We are in our way. Forget outside. Forget what the people say. Forget the results. We go in our way. We know that we need to work and improve. And I think that's why we achieved something. And immediately after the cup, the players asked me, "Coach, you are happy?" I said, "No." "And you are not happy as well?" Because we know that we want to win the title. We didn't do nothing special. We arrive in the airport, we come here, sleep, and training in the next day. Okay, the cup was because the players, they start to win, we go and go and go. And after when we achieved the game on Dinamo, I told, "Now you put me here, give me the ticket for the final." And after on the final, I said, "You give me the ticket, now try to give me the cup." And it was a extra, was not the main goal. And you know that. Everybody knows since the beginning that even if we didn't talk, never here in title inside the local room, never. I never talked with them about that. We know which is the way and which is the goal. And so it was easy to put the focus on the last match.
What was interesting was that in the cup final, there was like 0-0 on additional time, and it was decided on penalties. And for this match, 5-0.
We can find a lot of points. We decided as a group play the cup in a different way, strategic, and we allow that they start the build-up. For example, we manage, and we know here between us that we'll manage a lot of players, especially the players that will play in front, to be all of them fresh to play at home. If you think in Anzor, Chik, Matei, and Assad play 16 minutes, and Oli Bayram play 80 minutes, to be the 5 guys fresh to the game at home, because we know that they will keep with the defensive line, and they play with the defensive line 120 minutes. So we did a different strategies as well, press them high, come with a different ideas. At home, with of course here with our supporters and everything. And I think we did a very good work as a team, preparing well these two matches. Of course, if you ask me, we have some lucky on the penalty, yes, but even that, I think we could win the match before the penalties.
I asked you when we saw the first time at the first interview, but I think now it's a proper question. What has surprised you about Craiova most since you moved here?
Look, the quality of the players, I already know it. What impressed me more is the love of the supporters, to be honest. I think the team was much better during the season, more balanced, more experience. We go to the match, we know what we want. Most part of the time we achieve what we wanted. We go with a mission and we did it. When I came here in the beginning, some people start to wrestle when we pass back, and in that moment I don't feel that was the best for the club, but I think we built something because as a team we connect much more with the supporters. And as I told you in the beginning, the last 2 months, they only support us. And this is the love that they show for us is, it's other level.
Because I saw you to many matches. You were, at the end of the match, you were standing on the bench, preferring to let the players enjoy their moment with the fans. But after the cup and also after the championship match, I saw you there being like celebrating with them. How does it feel to celebrate along with the fans?
First is I like to be on the bench on the end because it's my way to celebrate. I like to see the players happy, and if I'm far, I can enjoy more the stands and the players. I'm always grateful for the players and for the supporters. But that's why it's like I want to be there 2-3 minutes, look for the big picture, if it's like this. And the cup and the league, who's on the final of the league come, and he told me, you promise if you win, you go to the pitch. That's why. Of course, it's a different moment, and of course, it's about titles, and I go inside. Maybe I'm not so good to celebrate, but the most important is the memories and what I keep inside me.
If you could have any player in the world in Craiova's squad, who would you choose and why?
First, I need to check which position we need. I need to be clever and choose one position that we need. I think we have a lot of good players, of course, in the world. Football have a lot of good players. It's not easy to say. I already worked with amazing players. It's very difficult to say only one name, but one thing for me it's clear: before player, he needs to be a good person. This is very important for me.
Thank you so much. And now we have a different type of interview because I asked some players to give me some questions for you.
Comes the difficult part.
Yes. Chicăldău wants to know, what was the first thoughts you had when you signed with Craiova and were told about the club's objectives?
First was we can do it. I can do it because I saw the players, and when I signed, when I saw the stadium and the energy, we can do it. We can do something. Yeah, this is the first thought. Anzor
wants to know if you think you still have a chance to win at paddle against him.
For sure. 6-0 against him. If he play with the feet, it will be better for him.
Rus wants to know, what is the hardest thing about coaching? Managing matches or managing personalities in the dressing room?
Managing personalities in the local rooms. Manage all the people is more difficult than prepare the matches. Prepare the matches is for me is the most beautiful.
Luca Băsceanu wants to know, how do you handle the pressure of the matches?
During the match, I didn't feel any pressure, because my feeling is enjoy the moment, try to help the team, and maybe I have no doubt is even in the training session is the place that I forget that where I am, it's enjoy and try to help and enjoy. It's amazing. I'm there 100%, so I don't feel any pressure. I'm trying all the time think can be the best for the team and enjoy and sometimes show emotions.
Telesh wants to know if the time you spent with them was a movie, if it was a movie. Which one would it be and why?
This is very difficult.
Well, you can say at least a type of movie, maybe comedy, drama, thriller, horror.
No, I will choose like if I need to choose a type of the movie or type of the series, the guys that are very commitment and go in on a mission, and they know that it will be not easy, but they will, since the beginning, they know that we'll find, that we'll try.
Vikings.
Can be.
Laurențiu Popescu wants to know, what was the funniest moment you had during training?
I don't remember we is the guy that shoot on the goal, but after the set pieces, I was correct something, and they come the ball to the second ball, and I was there, and they shoot because is during and the ball comes so close my face, and I start laughing. Maybe I was not here if the ball punched me.
And who was the guilty
I don't
one?
remember. Maybe Mogos. I don't know. But it was so close.
He was close to a fine?
Yes.
A suspension?
No. I need to say this. I was very, very happy here all the days. Most part of the days I was very, very happy at the end of the day because it's difficult, of course. It's hard, but at the same time it's so good work with them.
Assad wants to know, is there any sport that you think you would be a good coach in except football?
No, football is my passion. Football is I cannot compare the others because here is about lifestyle. It's about lifestyle.